Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Mfon. If you're here for the first time, thank you for coming and we really appreciate it. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always checking us out. If you're new here, please click on the subscribe button to join the family if this is the kind of content you would like to be seeing, and we'll be so glad to have you here. Trust me, you won't regret it. In today's video, we are going to give you survival kits, survival guides on how to survive long distance relationship. So if you're about to start a long distance relationship, this video is for you. And if you're already in a long distance relationship, yeah, you can still learn one or two from this video. So without saying so much, I'm going to go straight into the video. We are going to go straight into the video. I wrote down on this other phone the tips I will be talking on. So I'm going to be reading them from this phone. Tip number one is that you have to make up your mind to be intentional about your relationship. Yes, you have to be intentional. You don't have any other option than to be intentional. You have to make sure that you do the rightful things to make your relationship work. You have to make sure that the things you are going to do in your relationship is going to be intentional. You have to make up your mind that everything you're going to do is going to help your relationship to work. So whatever it is you're doing in the relationship, just make sure that you're looking at the positive aspects of this relationship. Even if somebody says something out there that does not go in line with your relationship, do not let it distract you. Just put in the effort to make it work. Just make up your mind that you're going to make this thing work. Just be intentional and it's not going to be hard. Okay? So tip number two that we have is that you have to be brave. Yes, you have to be brave because really everybody says long distance relationship is not for the weak. Yes, it's not for the weak. That is the truth. It's not. So you have to make up your mind to be brave. This is one of the most difficult things I have encountered. This is one of the most difficult things I have been involved with. So you have to make up your mind that you're going to be brave. You're not going to compare your relationship with any other person's relationship out there. If you started a long distance relationship with your partner and then there's someone else you know that started the same time as you and they already met, just know that there are different strokes for different folks. Just know that that is their time. Your own time will come. Do not compare. Just be brave. Don't be that crybaby that when you see others posting about their partner, their mating, and you go into your room and start crying and say, okay, I'm going to break up, he's not coming. No, just be brave because you're going to encounter a lot of challenges. Just prepare your mind that there are going to be challenges, but that you're determined to conquer it all because it's not all rosy, trust me. Every couple you see out there have their own story to tell. So just put that at the back of your mind that whatever happens, you're still going to be there. You're still going to be there to make it work. Tip number two, this should have been tip number one, but yeah, it's already tip number three. So you have to get yourself a power bank. It's most likely going to be applicable to those of us that are in countries who do not have stable electricity. You have to buy power bank, especially if you're using an iPhone. You know how iPhone battery can be. So you have to get yourself a power bank so you do not have any excuse not to talk to your partner, so that if your phone goes off you can charge. Because trust me, there will be a lot of video call, and you know video call can eat up battery. There's going to be a lot of audio call, there's going to be a lot of texting, so you don't even have to have an excuse of you not having battery or your battery is going off or something like that. So the best thing to do to avoid you not staying in communication with your partner is to get yourself a power bank. Thank me later. I learned this the hard way. Next tip is that you should always remember why you started the long distance relationship in the first place. If the reason is worth it, you have to keep going. Do not, like I said, do not quit at any show of any challenge. Do not quit. Always remember why you started. Always remind yourself that you're going to make it. Yes, you're going to make it to the end. I mean, when you know the when you have the picture of what you desire in the future of your relationship, you have to always remember why you started and the reason you should keep going and never be distracted and never give up. Because there are days you're definitely going to wake up and wish to give up. There are days that you wake up and think to yourself, why did I get myself involved in this? So you have to be brave. You have to always remember the reason you started, okay? And never quit. Number 5 I have is to create time. Long distance relationship. Once we are out of this long distance relationship, we'll just tell God, thank you. Yeah, you have to create time. No matter how busy you are, you have to create time. So you have to make your partner one of your priority, because I mean, you have to create time even when the relationship is not long distance. You have to create time for your partner, right? So here too, you have to create time to talk, create time to communicate, create time to share your activities together, create time to share your hobbies together, create time to watch movie, create time to go on a date, create time to talk, create time to bond. I mean, if you do not bond, I don't know what is in long distance relationship that you cannot create time for your partner. So it's very important to create time to talk to your partner, create time to make this relationship work out. Next point I have is to be emotionally intelligent. Yes, you have to be. Sometimes some of us do not even know we have the skill. But yeah, you have to be very emotionally intelligent. If not, you can't make it. Because there are times when, nobody prays for something to happen. There are times when some circumstances just arise. Maybe your partner, God forbid, gets maybe robbed, or maybe his phone went dead, or maybe he got busy with work and he can't talk to you. You have to be emotionally intelligent. You don't have to go sit down in one corner and start thinking to yourself what is going on and start being insecure. That's not the time to be insecure. That's not the time for you to reconsider the relationship. You have to be emotionally you have to be emotionally intelligent. If he or she tells you, look, I have to go out at this particular time, I have a meeting with my mom, I have a meeting at work, I have dinner, I have to go to dinner with my mom, my siblings, you should not be like, no, stay here and talk to me. They also have time outside the relationship. They also have another life outside just being on phone all the time. So you have to be emotionally intelligent to handle all the chaos, all the challenges, all the disagreements, all everything that has to do with long distance relationship. The next point I have is that you have to learn how to grow thick skin. You have to be tough. Because there are people outside, there are people who do not understand how long distance relationship works, and they are always out there to discourage you. They are always out there to say negative things. They are always out there to show you reasons not to continue. And sometimes their reasons might look valid. If you don't have thick skin, you cannot outgrow that. If you do not have thick skin, you cannot look beyond what they are saying. So if you're one of those that maybe you have a channel, maybe like a YouTube channel like I Am Suavek, or Instagram or TikTok, and you're always showing off your partner there, and maybe you guys have not met yet, there are so many people that are going to be there in the comment section to say all nasty things about you guys. Oh God. There are a lot of guys that would do that. There are a lot of ladies that would do that. There are lots of them that would say you're wasting your time. There are so many of them that would say, he's probably hanging out with someone else. He's probably dating someone else. He's probably just there just to talk to you online and nothing serious. Yeah, so you have to grow thick skin to be able to know that no, that is not what the case is. And you alone that is in the relationship, you are the one that knows what the case is in your relationship. So you have to develop thick skin so that you do not give in to their nasty comments. Okay? The next point I have, guys, is to learn the art of distance intimacy. I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you have to learn to enjoy distance intimacy. I mean, I'm not telling you to go on there on video calls with your man and start doing all sorts of things. No, but there are ways you can do it. You can talk about it. You can fantasize about it. You can share your what you want. You can share how you picture it to be. You can tell each other what you like about it, you know, so that in anticipation of when you guys meet, how you guys are going to do it. You just have to learn how to do it. You just have to learn how to dress in some way. I'm not saying expose your body, but dress in somewhere that you know that might entice the other person. You understand? You just have to learn the art of distance intimacy. The next point I have, which is point number 9, is that you should not be a crybaby. If you're a crybaby, this is not for you. This is not, long distance relationship is not for you if you are a crybaby, because there are days you're going to be very frustrated. Like I mentioned earlier, there are days you're going to be very angry with yourself, sometimes angry with your partner, sometimes angry with immigration, sometimes, oh shit. So you don't have to be a crybaby. I mean, if you feel comfortable crying and then picking up, because there are people like that. When there are people who react that way, you feel okay when you cry, and then you cry and cry and cry, and then you clean up your tears and come back stronger. If that is the kind of person you are, then it's okay. But if you're the type that cries about every little thing and get confused and gets disappointed many times, or um get affected easily, sorry, you just have to try and change that. Okay, so the very last point I have is do not over communicate. Yeah, we all know that long distance relationship most effective tool is communication, right? But they get to a time when you over communicate, and it has not happened to us before. It has not happened to us before, but I know it could get to a point where you say things you ought not to say. You say things that at the end of the day might put you in trouble. You say things that at the end of the day you don't have what to talk about anymore. Not in our case, because Swavek is always blah blah blah. when he sees when he sees this, he'll say I'm the one that's always talking. But now maybe we are no. He talks more than me, because it's because of him that I started talking so much. I'm always a reserved person. So yes, do not over communicate. Give your partner some time to himself sometimes, to unwind. Like I said earlier, they also have another life apart from just being over the phone and talking to you. Do not over communicate. Think about what you're saying. Think about the effect it might have on your relationship. Think about the effect it might have in your relationship. Think about the things you have to communicate. Think about the time you should give them, to unwind and do their other activities. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. The thing about this video is that we were supposed to record live together, but the network again was messy. So today I'm recording it and we're gonna post it for you guys to see. So guys, thank you for watching till this point. If you have, I'll see you guys in our very next video. We have another content to make and Swavek is waiting for me. Yeah, stay beautiful and stay out of trouble. Bye.